Brett, with the 10-second rule being tabled by the Rules Committee, what do you think this has done for the momentum that you may have built for your position on that rule?
Again, the only position I've had is player safety. I'm not going to waver off that, but I think the part that was great about the whole situation is it brought a lot of awareness to the situation. It showed again, once in my eyes, how popular our game is. People have strong beliefs in one side or the other, and hopefully that's all that matters.
You've kind of been outspoken on some of those issues, especially where player safety was, and a lot of people may have taken it as outlandish. How do you respond to those folks?
I would just say, maybe try to get to know me first. I think the part that I've been in favor of since the day I started coaching to where I am today as a head coach, that's something I'll never waver on. When you go recruit kids from all over the country, player safety has to be the first and foremost thing that you talk to the parent about, and it's something I believe in. And everybody else has tried to label it as whatever they want, whether it be agendas or whatnot. It's player safety every day.
You were here a year ago. You're here today. What's the biggest change since we saw you?
Obviously, the new venue. This is pretty cool, and obviously we have a new record. I think last year we had a record at 430 or whatever, and this year we're over 500. So excited to get in there and meet the people.
As far as the new defense you have coming up, the coaches that you have, what are the expectations?
Well, I think the expectations, anytime you have a new hire, I've said this a couple times, when you have a coach that you've been around and you've coached with for a number of years, you know what they are, you know what maybe their strengths are, but more than that, you find out what their weaknesses are. And for us to bring in a new defense coordinator, for us to bring in a new D-line, and ultimately a new DB coach, I think you have the expectations that we got better at every position that I hired. And the proof will be in the pudding, obviously, next year, but the kids are very excited. We've tried to simplify and maximize our player skills, and hopefully that's something that results in more wins and overall better defense.
As far as positions, what do you think would be the number one position for people to look out for?
On defense or overall? Overall, I think we'll continue to make huge strides in the offensive line. There's no doubt about that, just personnel-wise, and Sam having the effect that he does on his players. I think tight end can be a position of strength for us with the development of Hunter Henry, Volsky. If we can get Mitchell Laven back, I think Jeremy Sprinkle has had one of the most productive winners, off seasons of anybody on the team. So I'm very excited about that. I think at wide receiver, with the addition of Cody Hollister and Jared Cornelius, two guys that I think will have immediate impact on wide receivers. Brandon Allen looks completely different than he did a year ago at this time as an SEC quarterback, and hopefully, obviously, his game overall. But one guy that has stood out to me really the last 3 games of the season, all the way through winter conditioning, is Jonathan Williams. His body's changed. He's changed. He's not looking around him. He's just going straight ahead, and I think I'm very excited to see where he goes.
How ready are you for spring practice?
Ready. We met with the players tonight. Unfortunately, they were having we have what we call team bonding events about 3-4 times a year. And tonight they were going to fast lanes. They were going to do some bowling competition where we paired up 4 guys that don't know each other very much. It might be young, old, O-line, DB, wide receiver. They were having a competitive bowling for an hour, and then it was an hour of go-karts, laser tags, and arcade. I would love to see Dan Skipper in a go-kart. That's one thing I'm going to miss tonight. But one of the things I said to them, hey, let's have a little bit of fun tonight, but Sunday we're going to get ready to roll, and I think they're all very anxious.
Anything new on the recruiting coordinator?
I haven't, Richard. I've had a couple people on campus, a couple really good candidates. I'll probably bring 2 more guys on and see where we're at from there. I hope to have someone that week preceding spring break to make sure everything's in order.
Are you waiting on him or her before you decide the territories for the coaches? As
That's something I've been working with my coaches. Obviously, with the addition of 3 new coaches, you want to make sure you play to their strengths as well. But there is a huge emphasis, just there was a year ago, to really be strong in Texas. So Dallas, Houston area, and East Texas is a huge priority for us. Sam will be in Oklahoma. We're already having some great returns there. And then Louisiana, I'll just keep Mike in that area, but we obviously need to amp up the number of days he's allotted in there, just because I think that can be such a productive area.